Hi guys, how are you? I've been having a great week. Getting close to the weekend. I'm sure those of you that work are super excited about that. My dogs are being a little bigger today. I usually do videos really late at night because of the dogs. Um, I like them to run and play in the house because they get plenty of time outside, but they're puppies and they want to run. And so with the big open concept, they can run the whole, they run this lap in the house. Um, because I can't sit outside like that. I can't get bug bites and things like that. And I don't like them running in the middle of the night because they're running by the pool and you don't want them to be doing that. And so, yeah, a little frustrating sometimes. Um, so little reason, TMI maybe, but a little bug bite gets infected. So that that's from a mosquito bite. So I have the weirdest issues. Fun fact though, I don't know that I've ever said this in one of my videos because I've been doing more crafting stuff than and just briefing about some of the issues that I have in them. But a fun fact is because I have such rare, weird, way out there things wrong with me, we had to do some genetic testing. And ironically, I have two rare genes that causes all of this craziness for me. Um, it's very fascinating to find that out. They can do a little bit more testing to break things down in a lot more um, details. However, insurance won't pay for the next step. Um, and we don't mind paying out of pocket for it, but the doctors don't feel that we need that next step. Like that answered a lot of questions that was uh, kind of like needed at the time. So since we figured that out, then we've left it at that. Like this is interesting. This is why my situation is so unique. Um, so yeah. So the last couple of weeks I've gone through, I've had to see my surgeon, I had to see my GI, and I saw my primary this morning because those right now are the three. Well, and last week I saw my urogyno, which is those are the four doctors that are the most important, I guess you would say, considering the situations that I have. I mean, of course, y'all know I have lots of other issues. I mean, I could sit here and read y'all my list, and y'all would be like, "Holy crap, this is crazy," which is kind of why I wanted to do like a little journal thing about it. So, if you're here for health things, let me know. I might make another channel and just do like health stuff, especially right now with going through this. As y'all know, I was facing having to need another major surgery and reconstruct my entire abdominal wall. Um, but I saw the surgeon. He was happy with the my diabetes being under control and the fact that I have lost some weight. I had put on 80 pounds in less than 2 months, and nobody could figure out why. Had to have something to do with medication because I vomit a lot, and it doesn't make any sense. Like, how in the world can I vomit and have such bad diarrhea, and I have an ileoscopy, and I don't eat that much, hardly ever eat. And so, how did I put on all this weight? That was a huge mystery for all of us. And so the GLP-1 is working. I've had a few side effects, nothing it's just exacerbated some of my other issues. Otherwise, it's not a horrible by any means. But they're happy with the progression of the what's going on, so they want me to continue that because the more weight I get off, the better chances for the survival of the surgery with my lungs and stuff. So that's where we're at now. We're just kind of gonna play it by ear and see if I can get healthier as far as, weight wise and stuff, because I can't exercise. I can't walk or anything. Like, I can't walk distances, you know what I mean? Like, I know y'all see me do a lot of hauls and stuff, but that's because my husband has to come with me. I have to hold the buggy, I have to hold his arm. Like, it's it's a thing. Like, or sometimes I'll sit on my walker and my husband breaks the stuff and says, want this, or he just puts it in the buggy because he knows what I'm gonna want. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, so if you're interested in the story part of my health stuff, you know, in full detail, I could make another channel for that. Um, and if you guys want me not to talk about it with the crafting stuff, I can do that too. Like, I don't want you guys not to watch the videos because you don't want to hear about the health stuff, right? I don't want you guys to feel like, ugh, this girl and her health stuff. You know what I mean? Like, if you're here to learn something, sorry. So anyway, guys, I got my HGV right new heat press. I think I left the video. I make a lot of videos that I get frustrated because I've rambled for like 2 hours or something stupid. So I don't post them. Um, I've talked to my husband about whether he can get these videos edited faster or whatever. If not, I'm going to look into hiring somebody to do them because it's really not that expensive, and I enjoy wanting to wanting to do this and learn how to do things better with showing you guys from the beginning of how to do certain things and what have you. So anyway, my HTV, I think I posted this, but the HTV Right had agreed after doing the few videos and stuff to send me a new machine because clearly it was a defective machine. And I'm sorry, y'all know that my train of thought thing, I cannot control that. That's health wise as well. So I do apologize. So I was so excited when it came in yesterday. Because of it being a resend, they didn't give us a tracking number, so I didn't know when it was going to get here. So when I opened the door and it was there, I was like, "Hey, hey!" And the box was a little beat up, so I was very nervous. So I was so excited, guys. I did not get to make y'all a video because I was just like, God, please let this thing work. So I stuck in the same template thing that I had made because I was just excited. And so this is what it turned out. And it did the sides, guys. And you could hear it running the whole time. You could hear it vacuuming. And the whole time I'm going, oh my God, it's vacuuming. And when I opened the door, and the paper was literally stuck to the phone case like it should be because it sucked on there. I go, oh my God, it sucked, it sucked, it sucked. Like, I yelled it really loud, like, oh my God, it sucked. I was so excited. And I'm like, oh my God, that was a terrible thing to say. And people probably thought that was crazy if the neighbors heard me. Could you imagine a delivery person yelling and I'm in here yelling, that sucked, it sucked. I'm so excited that it sucked. You just have to have a sense of humor. So anyway, so we're gonna try some more things in there and see what it does because I'm excited about that. Um, I don't think I posted my video, but I made y'all a video of my office tour, my office or craft room, whatever you want to call it. It's a little bit of everything, really. I look at this. This is a sublimation print. It looks like it has spots in it through the camera. Let's see. I don't like that. Wow, that was weird. It looked like it had what do you call it? Like ghosting or lines. But I had cleaned the machine because Listen, a dog hair or a piece of dust gets in my machine, you got to do a deep clean on that, but you got to clean it before you can print because it is crazy. So what I do is take that whole long desk. It's a 96-inch desk. It has different printers all over it. A big printer came in too, guys. So I'm excited about that. I hadn't set that one up yet. The large format one, um, for my notebooks and journals and stuff. And I don't know if anybody knows if you can use the Canon Prima. Oh, hold on. I'm about to put these crazy monkeys for a nap because then they won't bark. But Lord have mercy. One of them bumps something and they think somebody's knocking at the door. But anyway, the Canon Prima, I think it's called. I think it's discontinued now, but it's a big, the big Canon. Um, it's compared to the Epson 15,000. I had bought the Epson 15,000, but they had dropped it at the door and it had a rattle in it, and so I was sketchy whether it was going to work or not to start with. But my husband said, "Oh, let's just try," and of course, it did not work, and so we had to send it back. So then I saw a YouTuber that I think is a very honest YouTuber. I can't think of her last name, but her first name is Ashley. I really like her. I need to go and watch some old videos of her because I recently found her. And she was talking about how she really liked this printer. And I got it for this was my stupidity because I had bought that 15,000 for sublimation, but then I bought this one for regular. So now I don't know if I'm going to turn around and buy another 15,000 for sublimation or not, because I had been thinking about buying a DTF printer, but I found a girl. It's called ECHO slash printing.com. I found her in a group and she does custom custom DTFs and UV DTFs. I'll get it out in a minute. She does both. I usually buy most of my UF DTFs from a different girl, but I did buy some from her. So with having those two girls that are very reliable and will hook me up and what have you, I don't know if I'm going to buy a machine, because if these girls can get my stuff out to me fast and it's great products and what have you, I I think I might just do that. I really might. You know me, I buy stuff on a whim, so who knows? Because I really, really want an X tool. So, we don't know. Don't know what we're gonna do. I'll show you guys a couple of. This is. Here's a couple of things she made. She made for me. We're going to press a couple of these things too. Not all of. I'm going to break these videos up so y'all won't go insane. Y'all can watch what you want. But she did my logo for me. And those of y'all don't understand that, the situation was originally supposed to be about. I love doing the tumblers, and I'm fixing to play with the epoxy. I've got a lot of stuff ordered and what have you, and working on my old craft room, making the area for the epoxy and resin and stuff because I want to do resin as well, and do different things like that. And so the original plan was, as I was crafting, I was going to tell you guys about my health journey, because crafting does help me mentally with my health journey, right? So that was the purpose of Crafty Tumbler Tales, that I like to be crafty, and I was playing with tumblers when the name just kind of popped out of my husband's mouth, and then Tales, because I was going to tell you the story. So anyway, that was kind of how the name came about. And the sloth is because I don't know who did this, but if you have gastroparesis, you might know this. Somebody has contributed sloths to people with gastroparesis. Don't know why. So that's kind of where the sloth came from. So I got me several Hello Kitty images done. This one's kind of, look how cute this one is. I got a few of those done because for my granddaughter's Easter basket, and then her birthday's coming up here too. So then I got Invincible Illness. I saw something similar to this, and that inspired me to ask if she could make me something similar. Again, I saw something similar to this, and then you can put this. I'm going to put 3 on one sleeve and 3 on the other. As you see, I have 6 dogs. My stuff does not smell. My house does not smell. Very much Lysol bleach around here, and I have what was I going to tell you? They go to the groomers a lot, as well as, my house has to stay clean because of my lungs. But so that's just a few things that I had gotten from her, just to try out some custom stuff from this girl. And then oh, hold on guys, I want to show y'all, just in case y'all want to. I've referred a few people over to her already. Here's, oh wait, there it is. There's her QR code if you guys want to scan that. Yeah, I'm going to make sure my information wasn't on that stuff. And then I want to show y'all these real quick. I may have already cut them. Let's see if I cut them, guys. Hold on. May have. So I have the bigger ones. These are for the 40 ounce. Oh, I did cut them all already. Sugar bears. All right, let me find all the pieces. Well, y'all may have heard of them. If not, I'll give you her information. If you need it, let me know. She does a 7-in-1 UFDTF, has a 16-ounce tumbler, 2 pins, a chapstick, sanitizer. I can't remember what the other one is. I feel like there's one more, but anyway. The little these. Hold on. These little tumblers. See, that's one of the decals I cut out of one of my 7-in-1s. So it has all of it. Now, don't ask me how much they were, because I never look at the prices. I just order what I want. So anyway, these were on the, can y'all see that? Was on the 7-in-1. I'm trying to find y'all. Oh, they're so cute. I looked everywhere for these things last. Don't you hate when y'all looking for something and you can't find it? And there it is. So like, I was able to cut these out. I think these might have supposed to went on that sanitizer or whatever, but I cut these out and was going to put them on these keychains. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them on one side, and then I'm going to put glitter on the back and do a little resin. that's what my plan is for those, and make keychains instead. And then, like, look, to go over the little. So these are, I had already cut out all the little pieces. So anyway, I like the quality of these. They seem to stay on better and what have you. I do have to show y'all this one that I think is kind of funny. Y'all probably already sick of me. I'm sorry. Oh, I wanted to show y'all this because y'all would get a kick out of this. And you, if you know, you know. Your husbands drive you crazy. Yeah, you get it. Let me find this darn thing. That's my. So I can add you guys, if anybody wants to be added, I can add y'all to the pages for these the girls that do the sales. Right now, the one that does the DTFs, I don't know how long the sale is, but she's doing the some shirt DTFs for $1.25. It's our anniversary. She's been open for 3 years, and yeah, it's pretty nice. Look at this one. Nobody told me that when you get a husband, his ears are sold separately. Is that true or what? My mail person is a real snothead. That's me being kind. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see it? Where it's bent? Okay, so it comes in a nice, beautiful packed black bag. Says "Do not bend." Do not bend, fragile. Let me hide my address. Warning, fragile. Please do not bend. All the things in the cardboard box. My mail person still will take my stuff and roll it up, and she will do this and shove it in the mailbox. She's a real witch. I've reported her a couple of times because she's ruined several things. Well, the transfers that came in that bag, I paid over $100 for. She ruined several of them. They were cracked and they wouldn't go on the thing. I've called a few times, but I haven't been able to get in touch with anybody. So I took a lot of pictures of how they were, and when I did try to see if I could put it on the cup, you can see how it was cracked and it wouldn't work on the cup. So anyway, yeah, I don't ever run into her, but I would rather her drive in front of my house, honk the horn, and throw the package in my front yard, for the love of God. She took a Kohl's package one time, guys. Apparently this is story time as usual. She took a Kohl's bag that was a big bag. It was in a plastic thing. I had bought my friend's baby. I guess he was probably in the 12 months at that time, a bunch of clothes for his birthday or whatever, one of the holidays. And she took that package, guys, instead of walking literally dead across the street to put it on the doorstep, which our house is off the road just a smidgen, but not that much. But she could drive in the driveway. But anyway, I don't know if they're legally allowed to because I've never seen them do it. But took that bag and she pushed and pushed and pushed. Somehow she managed, the way she did it, there must have been a nail or something, because they're on post, right? She ripped every piece of clothes in there with the nail. Just ripped a hole through the whole clothes like a line. Post office just says, "Oh, I'm so sorry." That's $200 worth of clothes, people. So I called Kohl's and told Kohl's what happened. And I asked if there was anything that they could do about it, because, first of all, that was his clothes. you couldn't get them at the local store. I had to order the particular ones that he liked, like Bluey and stuff like that. And so Kohl's was kind enough to replace all the clothes, and which I was more than thankful for, because I didn't expect Kohl's to pay for that. Why would they, do that unless they filed a claim? I don't know, but why would they have? They shouldn't have had to pay for it. The post office lady should have, my opinion. So, a little thing. Oh, it's broke. No, one of my tubs are broke, guys. Devastated. Okay, I want to show you guys some stuff. So, HP, so Hewitt Packard computer paper. I usually buy this on Amazon. Let me pull my Amazon up. I usually buy this on Amazon. I'm never going to find it because I buy so much stuff. So, I feel like it's $7.99, $8.99 for this pack, which is, 500 sheets. This is my favorite cheap copy paper, where I print off my online receipts for my taxes and stuff like that, or if I'm copying medical records for doctors, things like that. This is my cheaper go-to paper. I have bought this cardstock at Michael's in a pinch, but it's not worth it. Even when you get this for $4, it's like $4.58 or something for 50 sheets. It's not worth it. You need to buy the big thing from, and I'll show you what it is, from Amazon. It's a better deal. So anyway, I was telling you something and I forgot what it was. I guess it wasn't important. And as y'all know, I've told y'all this before, I do use the thinner Cricut vinyl paper, sticker paper for my samples, or for like my friend wants stickers for her journal and stuff. I use this stuff because when Michael's has coupons, and then they do the thing, and now I'm up to getting 9% back because I spend so much money at Michael's because Joann's closed down, and Hobby Lobby is very far, and Michael's is 5 minutes away. So, plus I can do pickup orders, and then my husband just picks them up on the way home from work. But I can end up getting this sometimes for $3 and something, just a little over $3 for 12 sheets. And I buy several packs at a time when it gets to when I can get it for the $3. Use it, like I said, for things like that. And then of course I use it for the stickers sometimes that I will like put on packages and stuff, because I think I've mentioned this before, but I sell on Mercari and I sell on Poshmark. I buy wholesale clothing that is brand new, and I sell on there. So I have 5-star reviews on both of my platforms. I take pride in my packaging and things like that. Like, I really love my packaging. I haven't tried this yet, but I did buy this because I noticed it. What is it called? Is this the one that's transparent? Yeah, I think this is the transparent one. So I haven't used it yet. Maybe we'll do something with it on video. So, did y'all know this? I didn't know this until I saw it on a YouTube video. If you are a Cricut, you're subscribed to the Cricut app, like where you pay the $10 a month, that every 4 months you get a $10 coupon code to get something for $10 for free, and you get free shipping for that item. You also which is coming up April the 1st, is the new the new quarter. So April the 1st, I think it is, you'll be able to get a free item if you haven't done that before. And so if you guys also get, let's just say you want to spend $20 on whatever, they'll just take the $10 off and they'll still ship the rest of the order for you for free. So I do look for clearance and sell things on the Cricut app when that coupon time comes as well, which actually is where I got this vinyl this last time because it was cheaper on the Cricut app. And I got some Cricut shirts because I use them for trying out patterns and different things. I have one that has like all over the place. It'll have a image of sort. They had them half off, and then they were running some kind of a deal. This was about a month ago, and then they had them another half off. So I got them for $2 and like 30 cents. After you get that 10% discount as well for being a member. So yeah, I got quite a few little Cricut shirts for like $2.53 a piece. So just so you know. This was recommended to me. I did not catch this, so if y'all happen to buy this, that I accidentally bought the 42. It should have been 65, I believe it was. Whatever, 60 something, whatever that is. This is supposed to be for the double-sided bookmarks. I have not been able to get this to work. Now I don't have the new Canon hooked up, but I do have an old Canon printer that I love. Love, love, love. But no matter how I've turned the paper, I have not been able to get it to double side. And even though it says double side on the app, it doesn't put it back in and run it back. It doesn't do both sides at the same time for whatever reason. Could be user error. I'm not that bright with computers, you guys know. This paper. I'm a matte person, more so than glossy. I do sometimes have some of both, but this vinyl sticker paper is the sticker paper that I make my big stickers for that I sell. The ones that are like 2.5 to 3 inches by 2.5 to 3 inches. That are, gosh, I get them backwards. What are they? Kiss cut? They're cut out completely that you sell to your customers. This is what I use for that. This is very thick, nice vinyl. That's what I used for that. Oh, I got testing my strength here. Hammer Mill, I think is the name of this. This is the 8.5 by 14. Yeah, it is 500 sheets. I want to think this is $20, guys, on Amazon. I could be wrong, but I want to think it's around $20. This is what I use this is the brand that I use for my notebooks and my journals, calendars, stuff like that. I do have it in the 8.5 by 11. It's in my drawer over here. So that's what I use for that. All of these supplies are some of my favorites. As I've said many times, I've tried numerous kinds. And so if you have a question about what you catch on selling stuff, just ask. Another thing I want to show y'all. Oh, I have this separated. I'm just going to show y'all this. I don't have the Can y'all see this? This is the 65 pound. See this? This is the cardstock. Here's what it looks like. I have them separated by colors because of depending on what I'm doing with them. This is the cardstock that I use for gosh, what is it I use it for? Kids chore charts and stuff, things like that. The reason the colors are separated is depending on what color you've made the pattern. It doesn't work with all colors because if you have some red in there, you can't put it on the red. So I separated the colors. But guys, let me tell you something. I do not go to Ollie's very often because our Ollie's is disgusting. I mean, really nasty in our Ollie's. When the cricket lights were going around saying that the cricket lights were at Ollie's, I went in there and I scored 3 of them. I got the 2 stand-ups for $39.99 and the tabletop one for $29.99. And as y'all know, they were $159.99 on Cricut's website, if I'm not mistaken, because I was going to buy one of those originally. Anyway, so I decided to look around the store because I'd never been in this store. I knew where it was. It was by the gym I used to go work out at now I can't work out because I have too many medical devices and it's dangerous. But anyway, this paper, I started looking around. This is like 20 something bucks on Amazon. I went over to the, I guess it's kind of craft area. You know how with craft area is mostly in the middle, but it's kind of in the side where they have like a little bit of vinyl and random stuff over in the corner. They had this paper and it was like $2.99. $2.99. Now, I think I'm going to put you on hold. Hold on, I'm going to go get it. I lied to y'all. $7.99. Okay. So, told you a little white lie. Sorry. Here is the paper from Ollie's. Again, still 500 sheets, $7.99. What the heck? I got $2.99. I'll tell you where the $2.99 come from in a minute. But this is 24 pound instead of the 65 pound. But it's still thick enough to do what I need it to do. It's thick enough to make those sheets. It's just not quite obviously as thick. But for a $12 to $15 difference, yeah, I bought every pack they had in the store. Okay. They had this. I've not seen this before. And I come back and looked it up. Oh, look at this guy. Look. I bought this. This was also $7.99. And let's see if we can see how many sheets is in here or what. But this Aero Bright or I'm sorry, not Aero Bright, Astro Brights is pretty good paper. I'm wondering, I hadn't opened this one, but I'm wondering if this is more like, oh guys, this one is the 65 pound as well. This is a 65, so this is the same one as I paid $20 something off of Amazon. But note the colors are a little bit different. But hey, we can all live with that, right? So Look at Ollie's for stuff like that. Okay, so the Hewitt Packard paper that I told y'all is my go-to standard paper. They had that at Ollie's. Now, I had just purchased off of Amazon like 4 or 5 rims of it, whatever it's called. Anyway, I'd bought 3 or 4 packs off of Amazon recently, so I didn't get it. But they had it, and it was like $4 cheaper at Ollie's as well. And they had cases and cases and cases of it. And I said, oh man. But because I'd bought all of this and I'd bought the lights and all that, I said, I'm going to stop. I think I did buy other stuff because this is what I got. This. These are cardstocks, 78-pound cardstock with more of a pack. Oh, here's the whole color scheme. Can y'all see that? So more of a pastel colors. Okay. These, I believe, were the $2.99 ones. I think I got the cardstock mixed up for a second. So there was only 40 sheets. I bought all the packs that they had. So I opened all the colors and stacked them together. So I kept one sheet so I could remember these things. It was only 40 sheets in the pack though, but it's a 78 pounds cardstock, and it was $2.99 for the 40 sheets, which I didn't think was bad because it was a thick paper and it had some beautiful, nice pastel colors. So I had to pick that up. So I just wanted to share a couple of things, guys, that I use that I find to be nice. I don't want to, pressure you guys into anything by any means. I would never say buy this or buy that. Y'all might have a brand you like better. Um, we all have our preferences, so you got to do what you want to do. I want to show y'all this little guy. I did not know this, but when I bought this little iron, the little handheld guy, I did not realize this was pretty much in the beginning of my whole crafting thing, of my whole Cricut situation a year ago. Hasn't even been a year, actually. It was Mother's Day, so coming up. But it was an HTV ROT one. So this works pretty good. I do have to say, unless you are trying to save the $10 or $15, now that the Cricut one has gone down, I would probably get the Cricut one because I like the design better. I don't feel like this gets super hot, in my opinion. So I think that I would just, go with that. My trusty heat gun. This one came from, what's that store? Harbor Freight. This one came from Harbor Freight. I think it was about $35. My husband ran down and got it for me because I couldn't find my other one. My other one I ordered off of Amazon. It was cheaper. It did have a lot of extras with it and stuff, but it got mixed up when our house flooded with stuff getting thrown, and so my husband had to run down and grab me these little what are they, cellophane? You put your tumblers in and put them in the oven. Okay, I swear by the ones from Stainless Steel Depot, which is also known as Hog Depot. Hog Outfitters, I'm sorry. Gosh, I'm terrible with my words. These are so much better than any that I've gotten off of Amazon. I threw the other ones from Amazon in the trash, actually, after I got these. Um, I take them like for the coffee cup. You can cut them in half, or the little disc if you want to do some ornament disc and stuff. This is my go-to on that. Let's see what else we've got here that I want to tell you about. This is my favorite heat tape. My favorite. Now, I have a ton of the gold one, the little or brownish one, the thin ones. If anybody wants any of that, just pay shipping. I'll send it to you. I don't like it. I don't think it tapes as well personally. I've also seen people say that it has left it different types of issues on different types of cups and projects and stuff. So anyway, it's just not my favorite. I don't personally like that it's thin. I like to be able to. I did get this off the big ones. I think I got like 10 rolls of it for, I don't know, $15 or something. I don't know what brand this is off of Amazon. But guys, it literally works the same as this one. So I'm quite happy with this. I have a lot of these just because when they're on sale, I stock up. But I like this blue one because unknown caller. Hey there, Mr. Tillman. Y'all know that we all tape things differently. And I like that this is wider, and I like to tape my things down the seam. Let's see what else I wanted to show y'all. We talked about the that's the printer paper. Cardstock. I don't know where my cardstock came from. I cannot remember. You guys all, I'm sure, have used this off of Amazon. Looks like a package just got delivered. The delivery dog just is informing me that somebody came to the driveway. There you go. The little laminate paper. Ainsley, stop. So I don't know how you guys shop or if you look around, but sometimes when I'm just chilling and I'm watching TV in here, which when I show y'all how my craft room is set up, I'll be right back. I think she's done. Okay. So where was I at that? Let's don't do that. Okay. I want to tell you another tip that I did not know in the beginning as well. Did you know that? Oh, I was telling you all about that paper. Hold on. I sit and look on Amazon a lot, and I always go on today's deals online, and I look through the crafting stuff and see what's on sale. I also put stuff in my cart and I save it so that if it goes on sale or what have you, I buy it. So every day I check and see if something went down because I'm like, oh, okay, let me go ahead and grab that while it's went down some. Especially on your inks and stuff because it can go down $6 or $7. So grab it when it's cheaper rather than waiting till you really need it and then you're paying more money. But I check today's deals. Isn't that what it's called? Yeah, today's deals all the time. So I found this. Let me see if I can show y'all. Let me move this paper. I'm gonna show y'all this. I'm gonna turn the phone around real quick. I might have that on there twice. Oh, because I bought the two different kinds. I need to get my name off the top. Hold on. You know what? Y'all have to remind me to like put y'all on pause instead of make y'all sit here and wait for me and then come back and tell y'all, oh my gosh, I'm such a dingbat. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna take the phone off. Oh, let me just try to turn y'all around. This is the cardstock that I typically use. It's 110 pounds, and I think it's, let's see. I think it's 300 sheets. I was trying to get my information off of there. Hold on. I think it's 300 sheets. Why is it not backing up? This is my sublimation paper. I always get it in 11.5 and 11 by 14. I'm sorry, 11, 8.5 by 8.5 by 11, and 8.5 by 14. Duh. This is my sublimation ink I use. Look at this, guys. This is the same holographic sticker paper that you put over it. It has 100 sheets for 26 bucks. Otherwise, we're paying for 15 sheets. We're paying $7. You can get the whole 100 sheets for $26. So I have really started paying attention to stuff like that because, like, let's save where we can. Oh, they got these rugs marked down even more. Like, these are the cheaper rugs that I bought just to throw over until we get the floors done. And like I said, they just throw in the wash so nice. I want to get this. I keep pondering getting this for separating the dogs. And here's, so they've got this back on sale for $500. So that's a steal, guys. If you need a good large print sublimation printer. Let me show you one more quick thing. I wanted this to prop my legs up on. This is the printer that I just got. I got it cheaper than that. It was $178 out the door from a different manufacturer. This is the one that I bought for extra printing. But I think I'm still going to go back and buy myself this one for sublimation. I'm just wondering if sublimation's not going away, you know? So that's why I keep thinking about. I want to show y'all one more brand of something that see all my crazy stuff in my cart. I need to go through here and clean out this junk. Where is it? I'm gonna get all this stuff from my craft fair. I wanted to show y'all. Let me go to my orders. See this brand? This brand. What is it? 550. Don't ask me if that's how you say that. This brand, all the beads, they do silicone, they do the crystal, they do lots of different types of beads, guys. And I have loved every single bead I've gotten from there. Every single one has been really good. Like this particular stuff right here, Um, Sometimes they'll mark certain ones down to $4.99, and I'll grab a couple of packs of them for whatever they are for $4.99. So, but this particular brand is a great brand for any of the beads you get, the silicone, the crystal, the glass, whatever. It very impressive um, brand. Um, and often, if you go looking in the today's deals in that category, under the beads and stuff, you're going to find some sort of deals with them. It's really good. Okay, we're going to wrap this up because, my God, I've had y'all for an hour rambling here. I'm sure nobody's watched to the end. If you did, I would be impressed. If you did, write in the comments that you made it to the end, but I doubt anybody did. I know that everybody's still like not understanding. I guess my sense of humor, especially when you don't have a face, you kind of don't know how to take anybody and things like that. But I really am fixing to start focusing now that the weight is off my shoulders, that, I was literally facing death because we were originally thinking I was going to had the surgery right now, and the chances of my survival was very slim. Um, I don't look like I'm that sick, but on paper I'm very, very sick. Um, so um, some days was really hard for me to hard to process. It's kind of hard to process it. I used to think no matter what a doctor could tell me wouldn't surprise me, and then all of a sudden it was like, wait, what? You kidding me? I've had over 70 surgeries, and just I can't even count just times I've been put to sleep for tests and things like that. I'm talking about cutting my stomach open, like my abdominal area open over 70 times is crazy, right? Um, and I've never been scared to be put to sleep or any of those things ever. And to be told, go home and get your affairs in order, well, that'll put a shock in you. And I didn't even, when he said it, I didn't even bat an eye. And then when I got in the parking lot, it's like because my brain was in ask question mode, and I started asking a lot of questions. And then when I got in the parking lot and he hit me in a different way, I just busted out crying, going, holy crap, he just said that. Like, I may die in 6 months, right? And you're just like, what the hell? And so it really put a shaking on me, mentally and physically. You're trying to get your affairs in order for your dogs. What happens with your dogs? They're my dogs. My husband tolerates them. Yeah, one of the big dogs is his, but he just recently got her, and he doesn't even know like how they go to the vet, or when they get heartworms. None of this stuff. You know what I mean? Like I was writing in a journal like daily, like, oh my God, he's never going to make it without me saying, hey, by the way. Um, and then trying to spend time with your child, he is an adult, but he lives 3 hours away and he's working, and I can't drive because I'm too sick to drive right now, and I fall asleep randomly and things. So like this, it was a very scary time. So I'm not proud of some of the videos that I posted with my brutal honesty. I could have probably kept to myself, but but I really am in real life a blunt person. Like, that is who I am. Like, I do. I don't feel I'm not a sugar coated kind of person just because I've had a hard life, and you learn to be tough, and you learn to suck it up, buttercup, and just say it. Just say it, because it is what it is. And so, anyway, I hope y'all did stick around for the video. I hope that kind of now that you have a face with the situation, you might not always get my face just because, there's days where I may have hair out to here because I don't care. I don't feel like doing anything. I need to wash it and redo it, straighten it, but I just got it. I just got several inches cut off, and so it was easier to straighten it again because typically my hair is so curly. Um, but we're gonna do some. We're gonna start doing some tutorials, guys. And again, like I said, if y'all don't mind, just let me know what you're here for, and what is it. If you have something specific you want to see done, I want to show y'all everything real and not real because um, sometimes when you're making jewelry and stuff, it's frustrating. You're starting to tie it off, and it freaking all the beads fall on the floor, and you're frustrated. You're like, gosh darn, I had to do all this, and I'm going to show you the good and the bad, the ugly, because it's hard. Some things are really hard. I'm not the greatest with these apps, but I'll show you what I know and how to do it for those that are new, because I know, as I've said before, that when I was trying, I struggled trying to find somebody that could give me today's version of Cricut, today's version of Canva, because the videos would be 2, 3, 4, 5 years old when they're introducing you to how to use the Cricut machine. But the app has changed how many times? How many times has it been upgraded at this point, right? So I want to show you guys how you do that, how you do certain things like that. I want to show you my little cute. This was a. I'm gonna take this off and show y'all what it looked like. Hold on. So I would appreciate if you would like and subscribe and come back and give me a chance. Just give me a chance to win you guys over with my showing you how to do things and what have you, and learning and going back and showing you. And if you have questions, I'm here to help. Please don't hesitate to email me. I check my email; it's up constantly because of being a business, and so um, just email craftytumblertales@gmail.com, or leave a comment below, and I'll put it down there or whatever if you can't find it, or answer the question down there if it's okay for it to be. I can't get this darn little thing off. Let's forget this part, but this was hooked to this, okay? So it was like just just the blue thing, or it's a bluish teal color, greenish, and then the little um, fringe thing. What are those things called? Oh, I hit tassel. Good Lord, Victoria, I can't talk today for anything. So I made this, and then I hooked it over, and then I put a hook on here and put it on here. I made this. These are out of different beads. I made these, wrapped it up, put it on a little, good Lord, my brain is definitely not working on words today, on my little ring thing, and attached it to my gadget. And then I bought this little bubble poodle type thing for my girls. And so I'm still adding to it. And then when I had bought this, this is one for my granddaughter because I put her Hello Kitties, and I got to put her some different little beads for her to put on her book bag. I got to finish up her Easter stuff so I can mail it to my son. So this is another little thing I had made out of some beads. I want to buy some more pins at different lengths so I can make different things, but jump rings is what the little things are called, guys. I'm so sorry. These were called jump rings. I knew it would come to me. I'm a dingbat. Um, that's probably the hardest part, I'm sure, for any of y'all to watch is my stupid stuttering and can't get words out. I apologize so much, but I literally can't help that. So when I get done, I'm going to hang this on my purse and it'll have all kinds of crazy little gadgets. I don't know where the other ones, put them all in this little thing. I'll show y'all those in another video. I have one that has like all dog themed things on it for one ring that I'm making. I bought these little um bracelet type things that has a lot of rings on it so that I can keep attaching. Anyway, um look for some more videos. I'm gonna do some hats and some shirts, and I'm gonna do all the videos with you guys. I would like to do lives if I build up enough people to watch lives. I don't mind one or two people if you want to chit chat, but I want to, and if you want to talk about, if you're here for health stuff too, I don't, we can FaceTime. You can call me if you have questions about different things, whatever. Like I'm here to help you. I just want to help you. Um, have the best life you can have if you're struggling with whether it's crafting things you need to know how to do. Like I have some interesting ways that I do my bouquets and stuff. Um, I haven't posted the video, but see the flower thing over there? It has lights in it, but I have not. I need some batteries. But I love making flowers and bouquets, and the girl I did all her shirts for her wedding party, I offered to do her flowers for her for a really good price just because I love doing bouquets. And I do them completely different than most people. Um, but I think they're really pretty. Um, I also finally did get a Facebook group up. Facebook was giving me a hard time for some reason, so I need to start posting a lot of stuff in there that's made. Anyway, I'm going to go. This video is really long. But if you have questions, just put them down in the comments. I really appreciate it, and I hope you subscribe and give me a chance. Guys, have a great day and wonderful weekend. Bye.